All right, guys, sometimes I see refs doing things where I just cringe and just walk away. I'm like, oh man, that looks so bad. And hey, I have been there too, so I'm involved in this discussion. When you hear a ref go, hey, I've got the power to kick you out of here. Like, when a ref boasts about or is reminding coaches or players that they have the power to do X, totally unnecessary. If you're going to do it, just do it. You don't need to tell people that you can do it. We know you can do it. All right? So I don't know if that's boasting or if that's you're just afraid to use your power, so you're talking about the power that you have. Don't know what that is, but don't get into some, look at all the power that I have, or look what I can do. Like, just don't even go down that path. Probably don't want to be saying that. Second thing, coach, you're wrong. What? I don't even... Your job is not to convince the coach of anything. You don't have to prove yourself. Remember, guys? Hey, coach, this is what I saw. That's it. You know, I mean, strictly speaking, you might not even care what the coach thinks, okay? So telling the coach that he's wrong, why are you even saying that? Totally unnecessary. Don't even go there. Next thing, if the coach or a player insults your refereeing, then you trading insult for insult. Oh, well, you're a bad X, or you're a crappy blank, or you're an a-hole, or whatever. Never. Again, that's like you kind of stooping down to the level of the coach or player. Don't want to do that. Or parent even. Don't want to do that. Don't even go there. Another thing that you don't want to that you don't want to do. I did this to a coach like 2 years ago, guys, and he ended up like grabbing my arm and like shaking me a little bit. It was so bizarre. And then after that, I went back to my car, and my car had been sideswiped. I kid you not. So he was asking me what I was calling, and I told him what I was calling. And then I went to continue to like explain it in the rules or something. Whoa. Like, unless like the coach or player's like your best friend or something, and you guys are like family friends, or I don't even know what, like, to get into a situation where you're explaining the rules to a coach, not a great idea. Not a great idea. So I was showing him like what pushing was or something. And then he ended up grabbing me and like pushing. It was so bizarre, guys. I wish I would have got it on video. Really weird that my car got sideswiped. So don't want to be explaining the rules. And lastly, I had this happen just on Sunday night. I'm doing an indoor game. This is a boys U16 game, and one of the teams is winning 10-1. And they have this thing in indoor called like a 3 lines rule, where you can't just boot the ball from one end of the field all the way to the other. It has to be on the ground, or it has to touch a wall, but it can't go in the air untouched. So the white keeper kicks the ball. I call 3 lines, and I point over to where the restart was. And then all the players on the white team go, that wasn't 3 lines, blah, blah, blah. Even like the coach said it. And I turn to the guys and I go, is this game critical? Something like that. And like kind of like with like a little bit of attitude, guys, like, you're winning 10-1. Is this game critical? Kind of like really, guys? Like, get a stinking clue, kind of, you know? And then they responded to me, actually with a valid point. They go, you know, it's still not a foul, or it's still not an infraction. And from their perspective, whether it's game critical or not, an infraction is an infraction, or foul is a foul. So that just invited some talk back from them, and then they said a couple more things to me, which I just kind of ignored, you know, whatever. I wasn't intimidated by it or anything. But it just invited some kind of unnecessary, I don't know, kind of banter, or kind of picking on, or kind of getting back at me when I responded in a little bit of a snarky way. So Maybe there's a time and place for kind of just some of those short little sayings like, guys, this isn't game critical, like really, and you got to feel that out. But maybe like these younger kids, I don't know, maybe they couldn't handle it, the coach couldn't handle it, I don't know. But they were up 10-1. It was like, are we really having this discussion? It would have been better for me to say, guys, this is what I saw. You can't really argue there, right? So kind of getting to that snarkiness is really not, maybe there were better choices. So hope things are helpful to you. If you have something that you think you shouldn't say to a coach or something that you shouldn't do to a coach or a player, please drop in the comments below. I'd love to hear that. Any comments or whatever, that would be great. Thanks so much for watching. Happy New Year.